So where you look at the top and you think, oh, it's nice and green, when you look inside, you've got all this to deal with. Right then, so full scarification today. As you can see on this, I'm also going to be taking back the edge. So basically we're losing about 3/4 of a brick here because of that just being overgrown, and that is just moss and a build-up of everything you do not want. So full scarification. It's going to be a full renovation eventually, but because of the frost that we're getting here in the UK, we're going to be taking that to next week when it rises a bit. So full scarification to come. Keep your eyes peeled and I'll show you the back. And this is the back garden here. So really this one is not too bad whatsoever. It's got the odd weeds and stuff, and you can see the treatment that I applied a couple of weeks ago has taken effect, but it's really not too bad. So it's going to be the front and back, getting these both done today. Like I said, scarified. Benefits, pulling out that moss, right? From doing that, it's going to allow them water get into that soil and nutrients and all the rest of it. So that's why we're scarifying. Looking to take quite a bit out today, so we'll see what happens with it. But till then, I'll start with the edge. Just for a quick note, this one is a 325 ILKs like on a corner or on a curve, and does a pretty good job. So to get a feeling of what you're dealing with, you can dig a little square sample out your lawn. Doesn't need to be big by any amount. Take that out, and it's going to show you what you're dealing with. So get this in focus here. Okay, so what we have here is at the top here, like you can see, all this is the moss, and as you open that up, all of this in between here, down this side in here, is all your thatch layer. So that's just everything that's broke down in that spongy layer that you feel. So where you look at the top and you think, oh, it's nice and green, when you look inside, you've got all this to deal with. So put that back in, and let's get rid of it. Right, so first pass done there. I actually had to stop about 3 times there and actually unload the back of the wheel bang just because it was getting stuck. So whether I need to open the chute at the back a bit more, I'm not too sure. But I want to do that, rake this one up, and then definitely go for a second pass. Right then, so first pass done. That's how we're looking. Yeah, the lawn will be thanking you right now, but the question of when would you stop, is one pass enough, 2, 3? All you got to do is kind of look at the lawn, and what I'm seeing is, so all the parts like this where we're kind of down to the soil, happy days, seed would actually set in there. But you come over to somewhere a little bit thicker, like here, right? If seed gets laid onto there and even rubbed in, look at all that thatch that's still in there. Trying to get that focused. Okay, so what it's about is, it's not about a set amount of how many, it's about after each pass just checking it over and seeing the state of your grass, your garden, and if it needs another. So don't just go off what anyone says, 2, 3, 5, whatever it might be. Check it yourself, go over it, and see if basically seed can set down to the base, because it needs that soil to seed contact to be able to then germinate, and without that it's going to be pointless. So another pass it is. Yeah, second pass done. Perfect example. One pass you think it's done, sorted, nipped in the bud. Not a chance. Look at this. Right, so second pass swept up, and you know what? It doesn't quite do it justice. But I want to start calling this the Loch Ness Monster, I think. Now that we're in Scotland and all that. So tell you what, if you're Scarifying this season, tag me in it, hashtag Loch Ness Monster, and I'll comment, and we'll see if it's bigger than this one. Right, so make sure after you finish scarifying you do your mows and do at least 2 passes, because what got down here, so this is actually the 3rd pass, but all that is still just moss and thatch that was just kept in the ground. And like I say, that's after doing two passes, and it's 3 full bags. And like you can see, that isn't just height off the grass, that is just all the thatch and everything stuck underneath. So even though that you scarified, it doesn't end there. Make sure you get it up, because at the end of the day you're trying to stop it from being down there, not just leave it. So this is my second pass here at 45 degrees. I have not swept up in between these 2 passes just because it does not need it. It's a professional bladed scarifier, and it's going to still have an amazing outcome. If you've got slightly cheaper ones at home, then I would possibly suggest for you to sweep up in between them passes, like a bit more of a lawn rake rather than a scarifier, as it will just help. But in this case, there was no need to. Right then, I was not going to film this back garden just because of it being small and not too bad, but it really just goes to show, and I mean that's 2 passes. So come over, get you off of there. So 2 passes and, you know, you're getting a handful rather than a bucket full over there. But the main thing to look at is when you get rid of it, you can see down to the soil. And that's what we're looking for. You just want enough so that you can get down to the soil. The thatch that's been in there has been taken out, and seed is basically going to thrive and grow, germinate, and you're going to then have a nice lawn, because at the end of the day, that's all we're trying to do. So, on this lawn, really glad I did it. That compared to, I'll see if I can stick a video up of what the front garden was like after 2 passes, and the difference is just crazy. So it just goes to show, right, just because we're doing it one way in the front doesn't mean that you back home or whatever needs to then go into it and start ripping your garden to shreds. You only need to do it if it's really, really bad. If not, a light little tickle like this, because we'll scrape this up, mow it, and it'll still be green, whereas the front garden is brown. Right, back to it. Right then, that's it done. That's 2 passes and a mow. So just to clarify my point, 2 passes and we've still got that much picked up. Yeah, so even after you scarify, like I said, and you sweep it all up, you're still left with all of that. Right, just came out the tip there over the weight bridge, so that was 60 kilogram I had in the back of the van that you just seen, as well as at the client's house we also had that full brown bin. So I'm guessing we are in the region of maybe 100 kilogram ish of just moss and thatch, which is crazy. You really forget how much comes out of these gardens. So if this is your own personal garden, make sure that you do this at least yearly. Definitely either spring or autumn time. Don't do it when there's droughts or really bad frosts or anything like that. But yeah, especially spring and autumn, make sure you get a scarification in and just get out all that dead organic matter. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. We're nearly at the 500 mark, or just about to hit it. Yeah, let's try and get up to that 1k hopefully by the end of this year. But thank you for watching. You keep watching and I'll keep on giving content. So thank you very much. Tune in next time. JayRock Lawn Care and Gardening out.